According to the July jobs report, the unemployment rate went up to 8.3%, despite the fact that 163,000 jobs were created last month. We're getting some tips today on how to survive financially if you're one of the hundreds of thousands of people looking for work. Michael Ruggiero is with Ameriprise Financial Corporation. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Good to have you in. You've got some tips on how to come back if there's ever a time you've got to kind of just tough it out and figure out where you're going to go. And you've got some tips, and one is you just got to start with a plan.
Yes, you do. You want to put a financial plan in place. You want to make sure that it carries you for at least 6 months. However, in these times, I would say that you really want to definitely do the 6 months, but if you can, project out a year. And you want to list ways the way that you can save money, cut expenses, and really operate on a bare-bones budget.
Keep a routine going. That's one of your suggestions,
Yes.
because it helps to stay disciplined and stay focused, right?
Yes. Looking for a job, the old adage is a full-time job, and that holds true more so today. So you want to make sure that you do that you put a daily and a weekly budget together, and a plan together, and follow that plan and reward yourself once you achieve your goals. So that if you go out a week and you realize that you've achieved what you wanted to, reward yourself.
And you mentioned goals. Setting those goals, that's something you've got to stick with, just like a real job.
Yes, you do, because it'll give you a feeling of control of your destiny.
How do you go about staying positive? What do you do there? Because I got to believe if you're not positive about it, it's hard to stick to this plan.
Well, again, sticking to the plan will help you stay positive. And again, rewarding yourself is key to that. Go to a matinee. There are plenty of free things to do out in the city. Go online, find out what they are.
Yeah. There are little rewards for checking off that to-do list. It's good for all of us to do that. You know, you're no longer getting a paycheck, so never before has money been more important. Hanging on to what you've got and figuring out how to allocate your limited resources, I would think.
Yes.
Yeah. What about in your job search, setting realistic expectations?
Well, the old expectation was that you could expect to be unemployed from anywhere to 6 weeks to 6 months. Again, in these times, as uncertain as they are, I think a better rule of thumb would be that you can expect to be unemployed for 1 month for every $10,000 in compensation that you received. So that if you receive $50,000 in compensation, you could expect to be unemployed for 5 months.
This is not a normal economic downturn, the kind that we would have every 5 or 6 years or once every decade.
No, it is not. It is really historical and unprecedented.
Yeah, setting up a support network, I would think, is very important. Tapping into old resources from your old job.
Absolutely. I feel that that's probably the most important thing that you can do, getting out there, joining professional network groups and support groups within your industry or within an industry that you're looking to make a career move into. You want to get your name out there. You want to let them know who you are, what you're looking to achieve, and go to these events. Don't be, and I'm going to use the word ashamed, because unemployment has a stigma of shame. Don't be. Let them know who you are. People are very sympathetic, and they will help you.
They are, and there are a lot of people facing that same situation, which is a very tough thing right now. It's always been tough, but never more difficult. Michael Ruggiero, thank you so much, and great advice on how to come back from a devastating event.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for more information, visit AmeripriseAdvisors.com. If you want a link, if you want to watch this segment again, log on to WGNTV.com/midday. Coming up in the Midday Buzz, Meredith Vieira.